So first of all, I welcome you all to my fourth video on the chapter hydrocarbons. In the third video, we started the discussion on alkenes, one of the types of hydrocarbons where carbon atoms are linked through double bonds. If a molecule contains one carbon to carbon double bond per molecule, and that hydrocarbon is called as alkene. Alkenes will follow the general formula, that is CN H2N, and they form homologous series. In the previous video, we discussed nomenclature of alkenes and also the isomerism in alkanes. Especially, we discussed structural isomerism, that is position isomerism in alkenes, chain isomerism in alkenes. So these discussions we had in the previous video. At the same time, I discussed the structure of acetate alkenes by taking ethene as an example. In the case of alkenes, two carbon atoms are linked through double bond. Out of two covalent bonds, one covalent bond is carbon to carbon sigma bond, that is produced by the end-to-end overlapping of sp2 hybrid orbitals. One, that is sigma bond, is produced by overlapping of half-filled sp2 hybrid orbitals of two carbon atoms. Half-filled sp2 hybrid orbital andre sp2 hybrid orbital containing one electron anta artha, because one orbital can be filled with only two electrons. If orbital contains one electron, that is called as half-filled orbital anta karitivi. Two half-filled sp2 hybrids of two carbon atoms undergo end-to-end overlapping. That results in the formation of carbon to carbon sigma bond, that is sp2 sigma bond, we call it as. And remaining two hybrid orbitals of carbon, they overlap with s orbital of acetate hydrogen to form two CH sigma bonds. This is one more sigma bond produced by end-to-end overlapping of sp2 hybrid of one carbon and s atomic orbital of hydrogen. This is also another sigma bond produced by overlapping of sp2 hybrid of carbon and s orbital of hydrogen. So also here we have two more sigma bonds and of course two more CH sigma bonds. So totally we have 5 sigma bonds in the molecule of ethene. And apart from that, there is one pi bond produced by sidewise overlapping of p atomic orbital. Each carbon atom is characterized by half-filled pz atomic orbital that I shown in the previous video. They undergo sidewise overlapping to form, it is pi bond, like this, they form pi bond, and this is what we call it as pi bond, produced by sidewise overlapping of half-filled pz atomic orbitals on either side of on either carbon atoms. And pz atomic orbitals are also half-filled. Totally between two carbon atoms, one sigma and one pi. Don't think that there are two pi bonds alla. Idaru ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು pi bond, ಇದೊಂದು sigma bond. ಒಂದು sigma bond ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು pi bond ಇದೆ. That is what we call it as ethene there. And because of this particular double bond between two carbon atoms, due to the presence of double bond between two carbon atoms, here we have one type of isomerism called geometrical isomerism that we observe in the case of alkenes. Alkenes alli ee reeti double bond irodrinda, so that leads to the one type of isomerism that is called as geometrical isomerism. In the last class itself, I just discussed stereoisomerism. One of these stereoisomerism, that is conformational isomerism, we discussed. In the case of stereoisomerism, two or more compounds have different spatial arrangement of the atoms or groups in their molecules. Two or more compounds have got different spatial arrangement of atoms or groups in their molecules. That results in conformational isomerism. Conformational isomerism is due to free rotation about the carbon to carbon single bond. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಐಸೋಮರಿಸಮ್ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ಫ್ರೀ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? But here, in the case of alkenes, look at this. Two carbon atoms are linked by double bond. Look at the two blue spheres here. Howda? Two blue spheres, they are held together by double bond. Howda? On the sigma bond is the pi bond is. Howda? Because of this double bond between two carbon atoms, free rotation is not possible. Means rotation is restricted between two carbon atoms. The consequence of this restricted rotation, here we have one more type of, yes, it is stereoisomerism, that is called as geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism is another type of, yes, it is stereoisomerism. Geometrical isomerism is one more type of stereoisomerism where two or more compounds have got same molecular formula as well as structural formula, but they have different spatial arrangement of the atoms or groups in their molecules. But here this geometrical isomerism is due to the restricted rotation. Geometrical isomerism is due to the, yes, it is restricted rotation. Yes. Conformational isomerism, it was due to the free rotation about the carbon to carbon single bond. If there is a single bond between two carbon atoms, there is a free rotation. If there is a double bond between two carbon atoms, no free rotation. I cannot bring about free rotation. Rotation is restricted. Because of this restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon, yes, it is a double bond. Here we have geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism is one of the types of stereoisomerism due to the restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon double bond. What is geometrical isomerism? Geometrical isomerism is a phenomenon in which two or more compounds have same molecular formula as well as structural formula, but they have different spatial arrangement of the atoms or groups in their molecules due to the restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon double bonds, and that is called as geometrical isomerism. And here it is one, yes, it is some model there. Here two blue spheres are linked through, yes, it is carbon to carbon double bond. There is a double bond between two blue spheres. Because of that, rotation is restricted. Because of this restricted rotation, we have different spatial arrangements possible for this molecule, and that results in what we call it as geometrical isomerism. No doubt, geometrical isomerism is due to the presence of carbon to carbon double bond. But it doesn't mean that, all compounds with carbon to carbon double bond must exhibit geometrical isomerism. Carbon to carbon double bond idda takshane geometrical isomerism barodilla. In addition to that, we need one more, yes, it is condition. A molecule should satisfy one more condition for geometrical isomerism to possible. The molecule should satisfy one more condition in order to exhibit geometrical isomerism. This is one of the causes for the, yes, it is geometrical isomerism is presence of restricted rotation. Yes, it is presence of restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon double bond. Another condition is double bonded carbon atoms must be attached with, yes, it is different groups. Double bonded carbon atoms must be attached with different groups or atoms. X and Y, they are different atoms or groups. Here also, carbon to double bonded carbon atoms must be attached with different atoms or groups. Notice, this molecule can exhibit geometrical isomerism, and of course, second condition, that is double bonded carbon atoms. Double bonded, yes, it is carbon atoms must be attached with, yes, it is must be attached with, double bonded carbon atoms must be attached with, yes, it is two different, yes, it is atoms or groups. This is one more condition for molecule to exhibit geometrical isomerism. If the molecule satisfies these two conditions, then only the molecule exhibits, yes, this is geometrical isomerism. Then only the molecule exhibits geometrical isomerism. And of course, in the case of molecules satisfying these two conditions, look at this. This is one molecule. Yes, it is. It satisfies both the conditions of geometrical isomerism. Yes, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ double bonded carbon atom ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ rotation is restricted. Double bonded carbon atoms are attached with different groups. Because of that, I can write two different spatial arrangements for this molecule. I can show you two different spatial arrangements for this molecule. And this is one spatial arrangement. Yes, this is one spatial arrangement where, look at this, two similar groups are on the same side. You know, E on the molecule, now two similar groups, X and X, Y and Y, they are on the same side. And this particular geometrical isomer is called as cis isomer. Cis isomer is a geometrical isomer where two similar groups are on the same side. And apart from that, I can write one more geometrical isomer for this. Look at this. I retain the arrangement of the atoms on one carbon atom as it is. ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ arrangement as it is ಹಾಗೆ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. X ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ Y ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ, Y ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ X ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. just I changed the arrangement of the atoms. ಹೌದಾ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, look at this. In this case, this is double bonded carbon atom. Two similar groups are on the opposite sides. In this case, the two similar groups attached to the double bonded carbon atoms will be in opposite direction. Therefore, this isomer is called as trans isomer. So, trans isomer is the geometrical isomer in which two similar groups are on the opposite sides of the double bonded carbon atoms. X and X, they are in the opposite sides. Here, two X groups are attached, are on the same side of the double bond. Here, two X groups are on the opposite side of the double bond. Two Y groups are on the opposite sides of the double bond. Here, two Y groups are on the same side of the double bond. Therefore, it is called as cis isomer. This is called as trans isomer. And both have got same molecular formula. What is the molecular formula of this molecule? Yes, it is C2, X2, Y2. Both have got same molecular formula. And also structural formula. This double bonded carbon atom is attached to X and Y. Here X and Y. Double bonded carbon atom is attached to X and Y. Here also X and Y. Adre they differ in spatial arrangement of the atoms or groups. They have got different spatial arrangement of atoms or groups in their molecules. Therefore, they exhibit stereoisomerism. And this stereoisomerism is due to the restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon double bond. Therefore, it is called as geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism, we have two types of geometrical isomers. One, it is cis isomer, another is trans isomer. In the cis isomer, two similar groups are on the same side of the double bond. In the case of trans isomer, two similar groups are on the opposite sides of the double bond. So that is what we call it as cis and trans isomers. Apart from that, in addition to these molecules, we have molecules of the type. Yes, look at this. This is one more molecule that exhibits, yes, it is geometrical isomerism. Look at this. Here X and Y is there, and of course X and Z is there. So does it exhibit geometrical isomerism? Definitely it exhibits geometrical isomerism. Restricted rotation is there. Double bonded carbon atom. This carbon atom is attached with different groups, X and Z, they are different. This double bonded atom is attached with X and Y, they are different. Yes. Therefore, and of course this is cis isomer. Why it is cis isomer? Two X groups, two similar groups on the same side. If I say this is this is X and Y as it is, but ಇದನ್ನ change ಮಾಡಿ Z ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು X ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೇನಾಯ್ತು, two similar groups are on the opposite sides. Therefore, it is called as trans isomer. Therefore, this compound also exhibits, yes, it is geometrical isomerism. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇವತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ XY ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ XY ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ XY ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ XZ ಇದೆ. This is how these two are different. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Two similar groups on the same side, cis isomer. Two similar groups on the opposite sides, trans isomer. So this is what we call it as, yes, it is geometrical isomerism. And of course, and let me show you some examples for the alkenes which will be exhibiting geometrical isomerism. Look at this. The first member of alkenes, that is, yes, it is CH2 double bond CH2 there. This is ethene. You tell me now, will it exhibit geometrical isomerism? Will it exhibit geometrical isomerism? No geometrical isomerism. Because why there is no geometrical isomerism here? Because double bonded carbon atoms are attached to the same groups. Nodi, here double bonded carbon atoms, the carbon atom is attached to same group, hydrogen and hydrogen. Here also hydrogen and hydrogen. Therefore, no geometrical isomerism. Yes, ethene does not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Yakandre, it does not satisfy one condition. What is that condition? Double bonded carbon atoms must be attached with different groups antidiyalla. ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಐ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ CH3 CH ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ CH2 ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡಿ, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. This carbon atom is attached with, yes it is, 2 hydrogens. This carbon atom is attached with 1 hydrogen and of course 1 CH3. ಹೌದಾ? This carbon atom is attached with 1 hydrogen and 1 CH3. ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನ ಈ ತರ ಬರೀಬಹುದಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, here double bond is there, restricted rotation is there, but here double bonded carbon atom is attached with different groups, no doubt, but this carbon atom is attached with same groups, therefore no geometrical isomerism. Therefore there is no geometrical isomerism. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ geometrical isomerism ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ one of the double bonded carbon atoms attached with two similar groups. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನು, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್. ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಶೋ ಯು ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್. ಎಸ್, that is, if I take one more alkene, CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH2, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ, this has got double bonded carbon atom ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡಿ, double bonded carbon atom, this is attached with 2 hydrogen atoms, 2 similar groups are there, therefore no geometrical isomerism. ಹೌದಾ? No geometrical isomerism. ಯಾಕೆ? double bonded carbon atom is attached to similar groups. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ this carbon is attached to 1 hydrogen, remaining ಇದು, that is CH2 single bond CH3. ಹೌದಾ? this carbon is attached to 1 hydrogen, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು, CH2 CH3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, 2 similar groups attached to the double bonded carbon atom, therefore no geometrical isomerism here. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 1 butene does not exhibit, yes it is geometrical isomerism, that is bute. 1 ene does not exhibit, yes it is geometrical isomerism. Apart from that, I'll go for one more example, that is the position isomer of 1 butene. I go for the position isomer of 1 butene is what? 2 butene. Look at this 2 butene, CH3 CH double bond CH, and of course CH. This is bute2ene. This is what? bute2ene. Correct agi gamanisi. So you tell me now, does it exhibit geometrical isomerism or not? Nodi, you first nodi, double bonded carbon atom barkoli. Yes, this carbon atom is attached to 1 hydrogen, another is CH3 there, ee tara baribodu. Hauda? This carbon atom is attached to 1 hydrogen, another is CH3. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, double bonded carbon atom attached with different groups, double bonded carbon atoms attached with different groups, therefore it exhibits geometrical isomerism. ಹೌದಾ? It exhibits geometrical isomerism. What kind of geometrical isomerism here? Here 2 similar groups are on the same side of the double bond, therefore it is called as cis isomer. 2 similar groups are on the same side of the double bond, ಅಥವಾ 2 similar CH3 groups on the same side of the double bond, cis isomer. Apart from that, ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ I want to convert this cis into trans. convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ನ as it is ಬರೀರಿ. this is H, this is CH3. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಈಗ you got one more arrangement. Yes, this is one more arrangement where 2 similar groups are on the opposite sides, therefore it is called as, yes it is trans isomer. 2 similar groups CH3 and CH3, they are on the opposite sides. Howda? On the opposite side, therefore it is called, yes it is trans isomer. And of course, let me show you in the model there. Look at this. This is one molecule with restricted rotation between 2 carbon atoms. Here 2 red spheres, 2 yellow spheres are there. Howda? double bonded carbon atoms attached with different groups. Double bonded carbon atom attached with different groups. Therefore, it will satisfy both the conditions of geometrical isomerism. And this is cis isomer, where two similar groups are on the same side. Two red spheres on the same side, two yellow spheres on the same side. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನೇನಾದರೂ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ rearrange this molecule. Yes, rearrange ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು I am going to rearrange the atoms or groups there. Yes, then you are going to get, yes, it is one more arrangement. Look at this. Two similar groups are on the opposite sides. Restricted rotation ಇದೆ, ಎರಡು similar groups opposite sides ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾಗಿ ಏನಿದು trans isomer. Yes, and of course as you know that as far as isomers are concerned, isomers are characterized by different physical and chemical properties. ಹೌದಾ? These are the two isomers. They are having same molecular formula and also structural formula, but they have a different spatial arrangement of the atoms or groups. Here two similar groups are on the one side. This is one spatial arrangement. Here two similar groups are on the opposite side. This is another spatial arrangement. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ spatial spelling ನೋಡಿ, SPATIAL, spatial, different arrangement of the atoms or groups in space. That is spatial arrangement. They have got different spatial arrangements. Therefore, they have got different physical and chemical properties. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ how cis and trans isomers are different with respect to the physical and chemical properties, ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ? So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ this is what we call it as geometrical isomerism. Now let us see properties of geometrical isomers, right? I am going to explain properties of geometrical isomers by taking, as it is, butadiene as an example. Yes, that is properties of geometrical isomers. Properties of geometrical isomers. This is the next discussion, right? I'll go for this example, that is CH double bond CH, and of course this is CH3, right? And this is CH3. This is what we call it as, yes, it is cis isomer. Apart from that, we have, yes, it is CH and of course CH there, and this is CH3 and it is CH there. Yes, it is. This is what we call it as trans isomer. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು cis isomer ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನ trans isomer ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, right? ಓಕೆನಾ? What is the IUPAC name of this compound ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you can write it as trans butadiene ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Its IUPAC name is trans butadiene. Butadiene ಯಾಕೆ? 1 2 3 4 carbon atoms in the parent chain. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಿಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. 2 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಈನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as cis butadiene, trans butadiene. Yes, and the first difference in the properties is that is cis isomer is, yes, it is more polar than, yes, it is trans isomer. Cis isomer is more polar than, yes, it is trans isomer. Athava I can go for this, that is dipole moment of, yes, it is cis isomer is greater than, yes, it is dipole moment of trans isomer. This is one more property there. Dipole moment of cis isomer is greater than dipole moment of trans isomer. This is one more property. Before going to the next property, I am going to explain these two properties first, because both are related to each other. Okay na? Yenappa antandre we have one property that is called as dipole moment anta bartade. This is a property of, yes, it is the molecules. So property of polar molecules. Just imagine a bond between A and B anta itkolli. This is bond between A and B. There is a covalent bond between two atoms, A and B. Bond andre electron density between two atoms, A and B. Okay? A pair of electrons are there between A and B. Bonded pair of electrons are there between A and B. If I say B is more electronegative than A anta ankondre, electronegativity of B is greater than A ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Electronic movement is towards B because electronegativity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Tendency of attracting shared pair of electrons. Electronegativity of B is more ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? Tendency of attracting bonded pair of electrons by B is more compared to A. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ electron density is moving towards B. If electron density is moving towards B, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? B gets negative charge, A gets positive charge as I explained in inductive effect. B ಗೆ negative charge ಬರುತ್ತೆ, A ಗೆ positive charge ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ? Now the molecule becomes polar. That is, polar molecules have got electric dipoles, plus and minus. ಈಗ molecule ಏನಾಯ್ತು? Polar ಆಯ್ತು. These polar molecules have got certain bond moment that is called dipole moment ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Dipole moment is equal to magnitude of the charge E. Both the bonded atoms have got certain magnitude of charge. Charges ಏನಿದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ particular magnitude ಇರ್ತದೆ. That is magnitude of the charge into distance between two poles, that is called D. ಈ ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ D ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. The product of magnitude of the charges over the bonded atom and the distance between two bonded atoms, that is what we call it as dipole moment ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಈ ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ the magnitude of the charge ಇವೆರಡು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ what is that? Dipole moment ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. And of course this is because of electronegativity difference between A and B. B is more electronegative than A, therefore electron density is moving towards B. B gets negative charge and of course A gets positive charge, and that will be indicated by this symbol. This is the symbol that we use. We call it as bond moment ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ dipole moment ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ನೋಡಿ, this end is positive end, this end is negative end. ನೋಡಿ, that head is towards negative end, tail is towards positive end. This is what we call bond moment. In the case of acetate cis 2-butene, ಈ cis 2-butene ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, we have a CH3C bond. ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3C bond ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? Look at this CH3, and of course CH3 group is attached to carbon double bond ಹೌದಾ? ಈ CH3C ಇದೆ, CH3 group ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that is attached to double bonded carbon atom. Double bonded carbon atoms are more electronegative than single bonded atoms. Double bonded carbon atoms are more electronegative than single bonded carbon atoms. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Electron density is moving towards, yes it is, electron density is moving towards double bonded carbon atoms, because double bonded carbon atoms are more electronegative than, that is, single bonded carbon atoms. CH3 group, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ CH3 group is what? Electron releasing group, ಹೌದು ತಾನೆ? Double bonded carbon atoms are electron withdrawing groups. Electronegativity of double bonded carbon atom is more than CH3. ಆಗ electron density ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು CH3C group ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Bonded electrons are moving towards double bonded carbon atoms. Electron density is moving towards double bonded carbon atoms. ಹೌದಾ? This bond moment is like this. This bond moment is like this. Bond moment ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Moment of bonded electrons. ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. Therefore net bond moment is like this. E force ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, E force ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, net force ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೌದಾ? Therefore it has got certain dipole moment, and the dipole moment of cis but2ene is, that is, dipole moment is represented by mu. That's equal to 0.33 dpi. Dpi is unit of expressing dipole moment, and that is 0.33 dpi is a dipole moment of cis but2ene. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ more electronegative, yes it is, double bonded carbon atoms. Bond moment is towards double bonded carbon atoms. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ? Bond moment is towards, yes it is, double bonded carbon atoms. Here bond moments are in the same direction, but here ನೋಡಿ, bond moments will be in opposite direction. ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? Dipole moments will get cancelled. ಹೌದಾ? ಒಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನು? 0 ತಾನೆ? ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಈ ತರ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈ ತರ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನು? 0 ತಾನೆ? ಹಾಗೆ your dipole moments will be in opposite direction. This ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ dipole moment ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Towards more electronegative atom or groups. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, double bonded carbon atoms are more electronegative than single bonded carbon atoms. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ bond moments are towards double bond. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ double bond. They are in opposite direction. Therefore, net dipole moment is 0. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು dipole moment of cis is greater than trans. Dipole moment of cis is greater than trans. ಇಲ್ಲಿ dipole moments are in the same direction. They are added together. ಇಲ್ಲಿ dipole moments add ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ dipole moments cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Because they are in opposite direction. But here it is in same direction. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ dipole moment of cis is greater than dipole moment of trans. As dipole moment increases, polarity increases. Dipole moment ಅಂದ್ರೆ that directly depends on what? Polarity ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ that cis isomer is more polar than trans isomer. cis isomer ನ dipole moment ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದರ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So that is what we call it as polarity and dipole moments as far as the properties of geometrical isomers are concerned. Because of this, as that cis isomer is more polar than trans isomer, cis isomer ಅಲ್ಲಿ polarity ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ molecules are attracted by one another. ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ the force of attraction between polar molecules will be very very strong. Polar molecules ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ force of attraction ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು polar molecule ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇದೆ, it will attract another molecule. ಹೌದಾ? Negative end of one molecule will attract positive end of one more molecule. Therefore, polar molecules ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ force of attraction ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is boiling point of cis isomer is greater than boiling point of trans isomer. This is one more difference in the properties of geometrical isomers. ಇಲ್ಲಿ polarity of cis isomer ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ boiling point of cis isomer is greater than boiling point of trans isomer. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? As polarity increases, force of attraction among the molecules increases. Force of attraction molecules ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಗ boiling point ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And of course, boiling point of cis butadiene is of course 277 kelvins. Boiling point of cis butadiene is 277 kelvins. Boiling point of trans is 274 kelvins. ನೋಡಿ, boiling point of cis isomer is greater than boiling point of trans isomer. Apart from that, fourth difference is melting point of yes it is trans isomer is greater than melting point of yes it is cis isomer. ಇದೊಂದು ನೋಡಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. melting point of trans isomer is greater than melting point of cis isomer. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ melting point ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, it's a property of solid. ಹೌದಾ? In the case of solid there is a close packing of particles. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. And of course, as far as trans isomer is concerned, and if you look at the chemistry of trans isomers are more symmetric than cis isomers. Symmetric elements ಅಥವಾ symmetry of the molecules ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ನೀವು ಹೈಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. This trans isomer is more symmetric than cis isomer. Because of that, symmetric molecules can be closely packed. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಅನ್ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ that trans isomer is more symmetric than cis isomer. Therefore, the close packing in trans isomer is more compared to the close packing in cis isomer. Therefore, melting point of trans is greater than melting point of cis. Solids ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಅನ್ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ melting point of trans is greater than melting point of cis. So this is what we call it as difference in the properties of cis and trans isomers. Example ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, write cis and trans isomers of butadiene ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. write cis and trans isomers of cis butadiene ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬರೀರಿ. This is H and of course this is what we call it as this is cis butadiene. ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ CH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ CH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. that you retain the arrangement of the atoms or groups on the one carbon atom as it is. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಹಂಗೆ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಗೇನಾಯ್ತಿದ್ದು, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಸ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ 1 mark, ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ 1 mark. 2 marks ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟು-2-ene ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೇಮ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟು-2-ene, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟು-2-ene ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ geometrical isomerism in the case of alkenes. That's because of restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon double bond. Yes, that is due to the restricted rotation about the carbon to carbon double bond. ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. Now we'll solve the questions from your textbook. ಈ geometrical isomerism ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Look at the first question here. Draw cis and trans isomers of the following compounds. Write their IUPAC names ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ರೈಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ರೈಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ಸ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಿತ್ತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 2 ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ on the same side, therefore it is cis. This is 1, this is 2. 2 chloro groups ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 1, 2 ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರೋ. ಎಸ್, 1, 2 ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರೋ. ಈತ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈತ್, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ cis 1,2 ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರೋ ಈಥೇನ್. IUPAC ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್. ರೈಟ್, ಇದರ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬರೀರಿ. You retain the configuration of the one carbon atom as it is. Configuration ಅಂದ್ರೆ arrangement of the atoms or groups in space. Arrangement of atoms or groups in space is called configuration. Retain the configuration of the one atom as it is. ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ನ as it is retain ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಗ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದನ್ನ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಗ cis is converted to trans. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? This is called, yes it is trans. 1, 2, yes it is dichloro, and of course ethene. ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಡೈಕ್ಲೋರೋ ಯಾಕೆ? 2 ಕ್ಲೋರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಎಸ್. ಈತ್ ಯಾಕೆ? 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಈನ್ ಯಾಕೆ? ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as cis and trans isomers of this compound. ಎಸ್. ಇನ್ನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡಿ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಗೆ ಒಂದು CH3 ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ CH3. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಯಾವುದು? C2H5. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ C2H5. ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೇನಾಗಿದೆ? CH3 ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು C2H5 ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as the 2 similar groups on the same side, therefore it is cis isomer. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು IUPAC ನೇಮ್ ನೋಡಿ. How many carbon atoms are there here? 2, 3, 4, 5. ಹೌದಾ? 6 ಇದೆ. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atoms ಇದೆ. ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಯಾವ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ? ಇದು 1, ಇದು 2 ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದು 3, ಇದು 4. ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 3 and 4, 5 and 6. ಹೌದಾ? ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? 3, 4 ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 CH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ cis 3, 4. 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್. ಹೌದಾ? 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. cis 3, 4 ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು? ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನು? ಹೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ 6 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಹೆಕ್ಸ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಕ್ಸ್ 3-ene. This is what we call IUPAC name of this particular compound. Yes, this is cis 3, 4. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. 3, 4 ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್. ಹೆಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ 6 atoms. In 3, that is 3 because of, yes it is double bond is at the third portion, 3 in there. Yes, in a transfer that is C double bond C. You retain the configuration of the one carbon atom as it is. This is configuration on the first carbon atom as it is retain ಮಾಡಿ C2H5. ಇದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, and I just change the configuration of the second carbon atom. Yes, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, this is trans isomer. ಹೌದಾ? therefore it is IUPAC ನೇಮ್ ಏನು? this is trans. ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ 3, 4 3,4 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಇದೆ 3,4 ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್ 6 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಚೈನ್ ನೋಡಿ 1 2 3 4 5 6 ಹೌದಾ 1 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ C2 ತಾನೆ 1 2 3 4 5 6 ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಹೆಕ್ಸ್ 3 in ಯಾಕೆ double bond is at the third and fourth carbon atoms. Double bond is there between third and fourth carbon atom. Lower one is 3, therefore it is 3 in. So this is what we call IUPAC names of. Yes, it is the cis and trans isomers for this particular molecule. Yes. So adike neevu idina barkonbedi, that is what is the write the, yes, it is cis and trans isomers of but 2 ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟ್ 2 ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದರ ಐಸೋಮರ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು IUPAC ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆಗ್ಬೋದಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ NCERT ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. Yes. Now go for the second question there. Yes. Look at the second question here. Which of the following compounds will show cis trans isomerism ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Geometrical isomerism, cis trans isomerism, both are same. Yes, you have to identify the molecules which will be undergoing cis trans isomerism or geometrical isomerism. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ one condition is satisfied. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, for a molecule to undergo geometrical isomerism or cis trans isomerism, two conditions are to be fulfilled. One condition double bond ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು? Double bonded carbon atoms must be attached with two different groups. ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, this double bonded carbon atoms attached with two similar groups. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು H ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ C2H5 ಇದೆ, ಎರಡು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೋ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್. ನಮಗೇನಿರಬೇಕು? ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, this double bonded carbon atom is attached with two similar groups, two hydrogens. This is also attached with two similar groups. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ no geometrical isomerism. No geometrical isomerism. That is also, yes, it is proved. Yes. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದು CH3 ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಒಂದು C2H5, they are different, therefore exhibits, yes, it is exhibits geometrical isomerism. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಥವಾ exhibits cis trans isomerism. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್, therefore they exhibit geometrical isomerism. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೋ ಅಂಡ್ CH3, ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ತಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಒಂದು CH3, ಇದು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ it also exhibits, yes, it is geometrical isomerism. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ geometrical isomerism ಇದೆ, 1 ಮತ್ತೆ 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ geometrical isomerism ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವೇ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಇಷ್ಟೇನೆ. If the double bonded carbon atoms are attached with different groups, then there is a geometrical isomerism. If the double bonded carbon atoms are attached with same groups, then there is no, yes, it is geometrical isomerism. ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ, ಎರಡು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್, ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನೋ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೋ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮ್. ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು, ಓಕೆನಾ, ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ನೋ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮೆರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಸ್, ಬೋತ್ ದ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ different groups, then only geometrical isomerism is possible. Yes. So with this information, we'll go for the one more topic under alkenes, that is preparation of alkenes there. Yes. So ilige geometrical isomerism mugiyutte. We'll go for the preparation of alkenes there. Preparation of alkenes. So how can we prepare alkenes, right? That is, ಇಲ್ಲಿ preparation of alkenes, properties of alkenes. Preparation of alkanes, properties of alkanes ಈ ತರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೈನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್. ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್. ಎಸ್. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿ. ಎಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, that is preparation from alkynes. Alkynes andre the hydrocarbons containing carbon to carbon triple bonds. They are called as alkynes. I'll go for one general alkyne, that is R C triple bond R and C triple bond C R dash. R andre nanu helidini, that is CN H2N plus 1 alkyl group. R dash andre adene, that is R matte R dash. They are alkyl groups, may be same or different. Yes, they may be same or different. Yes, R is one alkyl group, R dash is also another alkyl group. Yes, adu CH3 ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, C2H5 ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲ H ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Yes, ಇಲ್ಲ C3H7 ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. They are all alkyl groups that I already discussed in previous class, right? If it undergoes hydrogenation, yes, in presence of pelletized charcoal, in presence of pelletized charcoal andre charcoal coated with palladium, pelletized charcoal poisoned by quinoline andre pelletized charcoal is a catalyst. This catalytic activity of this pelletized charcoal is decreased by adding quinoline अथवा sulfur compounds. Quinoline and sulfur compounds are called as catalytic poisons. These quinoline or sulfur compounds, they are going to decrease activity of catalyst pelletized charcoal deactivated by quinoline. Pelletized charcoal deactivated by quinoline. Aga, you're going to get, yes, it is hydrogen is added across the triple bond. Triple bond is converted to double bond. That is addition reaction. When triple bonds are converted to double bonds, that is addition reaction. Hydrogen is added across the triple bond. One hydrogen connected to one triple bonded carbon. Another hydrogen is attached to triple bonded carbon. Like that, triple bond is converted to double bond. Look at this. This is R. And of course, this is H. This is R dash. And this is H. Look at this. One hydrogen E carbonic connect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು hydrogen E carbonic connect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, triple bond double bond ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and you are going to get cis alkene. This is alkene. You started with alkyne. Yes, when alkynes undergo hydrogenation in presence of pelletized charcoal deactivated by quinoline, then you are going to get cis isomer. That is cis alkene ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And of course, this pelletized charcoal deactivated by quinoline is called Lindlar's catalyst. It is called as Lindlar's catalyst. What is Lindlar's catalyst ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Lindlar's catalyst is pelletized charcoal deactivated by quinoline. Quinoline. Pelletized charcoal deactivated. Deactivated andre activity of catalyst is decreased by adding quinoline ಅಥವಾ sulfur compounds. ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if I use only palladium ಅಥವಾ pelletized charcoal ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, this alkene ಏನು ಬರೀತಲ್ಲ, that will undergo further hydrogenation. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಆಲ್ಕಿನ್ ಬಂದಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಬಂದಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, R dash CS2 ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ CS2 R ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪೆಲಟೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬರೀ ಪೆಲಡಿಯಂ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಥವಾ ಪೆಲಟೈಸ್ಡ್ ಚಾರ್ಕೋಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, this double bond undergoes further addition with hydrogen, then double bond is converted to single bond, then you are going to get alkane. ಎನ್ಸಿ ಬರ್ತಾಗ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದೇನು ಬರೀ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, we don't want this reaction to take place. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ pelletized charcoal deactivated by quinoline ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. we want to avoid further addition of hydrogen to alkene form. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಪೆಲಡೈಸ್ಡ್ ಚಾರ್ಕೋಲ್ ಡಿಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಕ್ವಿನೋಲಿನ್. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ವಿನೋಲಿನ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಫರ್ದರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು, Lindlar's catalyst is going to produce what we call it as cis alkene. Lindlar's catalyst is going to produce cis alkene. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if the same reaction is carried out in presence of different catalyst, that is sodium metal in liquid ammonia, ಇದೇ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ if I carry out the same reaction in presence of sodium metal Na in liquid ammonia, liquid NH3, then you are going to get, yes it is R, yes it is CH double bond, and of course CH, and of course R dash. Nodi, you got trans alkene. ಈ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇನೆ, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ Lindlar's catalyst ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you are going to get cis isomer. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಇನ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. R is attached to double bonded carbon atom. Yes, so that is R dash. They are in opposite sides, therefore it is trans alkene. ಇದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಿಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that depends on the nature of reagent with which it is attacking the, yes it is target molecule. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸಿಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್, ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ Lindlar's catalyst? Pelodized charcoal deactivated by quinoline or sulfur compounds. ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಎಸ್, look at this. For example, if I take alkene, as it is CH triple bond CH alkyne, if it undergoes hydrogenation in presence of pelodized charcoal poisoned by quinoline, yes, PD bar C and pelodized charcoal poisoned by quinoline, then you are going to get CH2 double bond CH2. Okay na? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರಿಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್, then ethine will be converted to ethene. If I take one more CH3, yes it is C triple bond CH ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ pelodized charcoal poisoned by quinoline. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಎಸ್, ನೋಡಿ ಬರೀ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. Then hydrogen is added across the triple bond. CH double bond. Yes, it is CS2. ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. C triple bond C. ಇದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? CH ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ CH CS2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This is called propene. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಹೀಗಿದ್ರೆ look at this. CS3 C triple bond C CS3. Yes, it is butane. If it undergoes hydrogenation in presence of pelodized carbon poisoned by, yes it is quinoline, ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರಿಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. because these molecules do not exhibit cis trans isomers. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, one hydrogen is connected to this carbon, another hydrogen connected to this carbon, then you are going to get, yes it is cis 2 butene. ಹೌದಾ? so this is cis 2 butene. you are going to get cis isomer. yes, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇದೇ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ CS3 C triple bond C and of course CS3 plus hydrogen, but in presence of sodium in liquid ammonia. ನೋಡಿ, ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಗೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? you are going to get trans. yes it is, this is CH and of course CH and of course CS3. ನೋಡಿ, cis isomer is converted to trans there. yes, ಇದೇನಿದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ? if hydrogenation is carried out in presence of sodium metal and liquid ammonia. Yes, if hydrogenation is carried out in presence of pelodized charcoal poisoned by quinoline, then you are going to get cis isomer. This is trans isomer. Yes, so ಈ ತರ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. This is what we call one method for the preparation of alkenes. one method for the preparation of alkenes. Yes, we'll go for the, yes, it is that is next one, that is preparation of alkenes from haloalkanes. Preparation of alkenes from haloalkanes. The reaction is called as dehydrohalogenation. The reaction is called as dehydrohalogenation anta kariತೀವಿ. Preparation of alkenes from haloalkanes, that is by dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation ಅಂದ್ರೆ removal of hydrogen halides, removal of HX. X can be chlorine, or it can be bromine, or it can be iodine. Removal of HCl, removal of HBr, removal of HI, that is dehydrohalogenation. Yes, and the reaction is dehydrohalogenation where carbon to carbon single bond is converted to carbon to carbon double bond. First method alli triple bond was converted to double bond. Howda? First method ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಅದು ಅಡಿಷನ್. If single bond is converted to double bond and double is converted to triple bond, adenadu elimination. I am discussing elimination reaction now. And of course I start with this haloalkane. Haloalkane can be written like this, or CH2, and of course CH2, and it is X. This is haloalkane. ಇದನ್ನ haloalkane ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ haloalkane. Yes, when this haloalkane is heated with, yes it is alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Yes, when this haloalkane is heated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, ಅಂದ್ರೆ potassium hydroxide dissolved in alcohol. So potassium hydroxide dissolved in ethanol, ethyl alcohol, that is alcoholic potassium hydroxide ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. That is alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Yes, when that is haloalkane is heated with, yes, delta ಅಂದ್ರೆ heating, alcoholic potassium hydroxide. ನೋಡಿ, X is removed in the form of X minus along with the bond. Hydrogen is removed in the form of H plus without bond. X and X minus ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆಗೆ. ಆಗ ನೋಡಿ, or CH double bond CS2 plus HX. ನೋಡಿ, I removed HX, hydrogen halide. ಹೌದಾ? Therefore it is dehydrohalogenation, where haloalkane is converted into alkene. And haloalkane is converted to alkene. Haloalkane is represented like this, or CS2X ಅನ್ನ ಈ ತರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು haloalkane. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಯಾವುದೇ haloalkane ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, that is haloalkane ಅಂದ್ರೆ the compound obtained by replacing one hydrogen of alkane by halogen. ಹೌದಾ? That is haloalkane. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, look at this, CH3 CH2 and of course Br ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬ್ರೋಮೋಇಥೇನ್. ಇದರ ಹೆಸರೇನು? This is ಬ್ರೋಮೋಇಥೇನ್. This is ಬ್ರೋಮೋಇಥೇನ್. ನೋಡಿ, or CH2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ H ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನ CH3 ಅನ್ನ CS2H ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನನ್ನ ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? when it is heated with, yes, it is alcoholic potassium hydroxide. ನೋಡಿ, bromine is removed in the form of Br minus, hydrogen in the form of H plus. ಹಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇದು ಬ್ರೋಮೈಡ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, CH2 single bond is converted to double bond plus HBr. I removed hydrogen bromide, dehydrohalogenation. Single bond is converted to double bond. This is an example for elimination, and that too beta elimination ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Elimination, and that too beta elimination. Why it is beta elimination ಅಂದ್ರೆ, I removed hydrogen from the beta carbon. This is beta carbon. Carbon atom attached to halogen is called alpha carbon. Hydrogen is removed from beta carbon, therefore it is beta elimination. Here also, this is alpha, this is beta. Hydrogen is removed from beta carbon, therefore it is beta elimination. Bromoethane, when it is heated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, then you are going to get ethene there. This is one more method. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದೊಂದೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದು ಜನರಲ್ equation, ಇದು specific example. This general equation is a specific example. Okay, na? So this is what we call dehydrohallucination. And of course, as far as haloalkanes are concerned, different haloalkanes have got different reactivities. Haloalkanes ಅಲ್ಲಿ different reactivities that you can observe with respect to dehydrohallucination. ಈ reaction ಅಲ್ಲಿ depending upon the nature of halogen and nature of alkyl group. Nature of halogen ಮತ್ತೆ nature of ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿದೆ alkyl group ಇದು. They have different reactivities. For example, iodoalkanes are more reactive than bromoalkanes. They are more reactive than chloroalkanes. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾದ್ರೂ X ಏನಾದ್ರೂ iodine ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ that will be more reactive than bromoalkanes. Bromoalkanes are more reactive than chloroalkanes. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ R is attached to iodine, very big atom. Here it is more reactive than R attached to bromine, small atom. It is more reactive than R attached to chlorine, very small atom. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಅಯೋಡಿನ್, ಇದು ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್, ಇದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈಜ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಅನದರ್. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬೇಗ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ iodoalkanes are more reactive than bromoalkanes. They are more reactive than chloroalkanes. Yes. That is what we call it as reactivity order. Apart from that, then as far as reactivity orders for the given different, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ R group same ಇದೆ, but iodine different ಇದೆ. I mean halogen different ಇದೆ. Iodoalkanes are more reactive than bromoalkanes. Bromoalkanes are more reactive than chloroalkanes. If R groups are different, okay, different types of alkyl groups we have. This is tertiary haloalkane. Now the halogen same ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. And that is one more is secondary haloalkane. So this is secondary haloalkane. And of course one more is primary haloalkanes. ಇಲ್ಲಿ R groups different ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದು tertiary, ಇದು secondary, ಇದು primary. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ tertiary haloalkanes are more reactive than secondary haloalkanes. They are more reactive than primary haloalkanes. Yes. ಹೌದಾ? ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ tertiary carbon ಅಂದ್ರೆ carbon atom attached to three carbon atoms. The carbon atom attached to three other carbon atoms is tertiary carbon, to which halogen is attached. This is tertiary haloalkane. Your carbon atom attached to two other carbon atoms. This is secondary carbon. This is secondary haloalkane. Your carbon atom attached to one carbon. This is primary carbon, to which halogen is attached. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ tertiary haloalkanes readily produce tertiary carbocations. Again, tertiary carbocations are very very stable. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ tertiary haloalkanes are more reactive than secondary. Secondary haloalkanes are more reactive than primary with respect to this reaction. Yes, ಇದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಆಗ್ಬೋದಾ? So this is what we call it as reactivity order of different haloalkanes towards, yes, it is dehydrohallucination reaction. Yes. Now let us see third method. This is from vicinal dihalides. Preparation from vicinal dihalides. The reaction is dehalogenation. Dehydrohallucination ಅಂದ್ರೆ removal of HX, hydrogen halide. Dehalogenation ಅಂದ್ರೆ removal of halogen, H2. Dehydrohallucination ಅಲ್ಲಿ HX ಅನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Dehalogenation ಅಲ್ಲಿ X2 ಅನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Yes, we'll see that. ನೋಡಿ, vicinal dihalides ಅಂದ್ರೆ for example, look at this, or CH X and of course CH2X. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಒಂದು ಡೈಹಲೈಡ್. ಡೈಹಲೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ molecule containing two halogen atoms. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, RCH and this is X and this is X. This is also dihalide. This is also dihalide. Here two halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbon atom. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. Two halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbon atoms. ಇಲ್ಲಿ two halogen atoms are attached to the same carbon. This is gem dihalide ಅಥವಾ geminal dihalide. ಇದು vicinal dihalide. Vicinal dihalides ಅಲ್ಲಿ two halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbon atoms. ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಗೆ ಎರಡು halogen atoms ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ vicinal dihalide ಅಂತೀವಿ. If two halogen atoms are attached to the same carbon, then it is called geminal dihalide ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ vicinal dihalide ಅಂತೇಳಿ. We'll go for the vicinal dihalide. Yes, one of the vicinal dihalides. Run. Vicinal dihalide like yes it is. First general equation ಬರೀತೀನಿ by taking R. R ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, alkyl group. Yes, when it is heated with zinc metal, when it is heated with zinc metal, and here X minus, here yes it is, here it is X minus, and here it is X plus. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ X minus ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ X plus ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, X minus ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, then you are going to get or CH double bond CH2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ X minus ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. X2 ಎರಡು halogen atoms react with zinc and you are going to get ZnX2, and of course this is called alkene andre vicinal dihalide. What is this? Vicinal dihalide. Yes, when it is heated with zinc metal you are going to get alkene. One example ತಗೋತೀನಿ, R is equal to H ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ, that is CH2 single bond CH2. Here it is chlorine, here it is chlorine. Yes, this is 1,2-dichloroethane, 1,2-dichloroethane. ಹೌದಾ, 1 2 ಯಾಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2, ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲೋರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಥೇನ್ ಯಾಕೆ, 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ಏನ್ ಯಾಕೆ, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. when it is heated with zinc metal, yes, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ Cl ಮೈನಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ Cl ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇ ತರ CH2 single bond is converted to double bond. This is also elimination reaction. Yes, this is also elimination reaction. Add that to beta elimination plus ZnCl2, and of course you are going to get ethene there. Yes, this is also beta elimination and you are going to get ethene there. This is another method for the preparation of alkenes. ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, preparation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you are going to get alkene as a product. ಇದು alkene, ಇದು ಕೂಡ alkene. ಹೌದಾ? Yes it is. This is third method for the preparation of, yes it is alkenes there. Yes. And the last method, as far as your NCERT textbook is concerned, that is preparation from alcohols, right? You can also prepare, yes it is, alkenes starting from alcohols, and that is preparation from alcohols. Alcohols are organic compounds containing OH group attached to the, yes it is, carbon. ಹೌದಾ? This is what we call alcohols. ಹೌದಾ? alcohols ಅನ್ನು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದಲ್ಲ, or CH2 and of course CH2OH. This is alcohol. Yes, ಏನಿದು alcohol ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And when it is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid. Yes, one of the properties of concentrated sulfuric acid is it removes water from the compounds. ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH ಇದೆ, OH ಮೈನಸ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH ಮೈನಸ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ H ಪ್ಲಸ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಬಾಂಡ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಗಮನಿಸಿ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದು ಮೈನಸ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ H ಪ್ಲಸ್, OH along with the bond OH minus combines with H plus, and you are going to get water there plus ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, or CH single bond is converted to double bond, and of course this is what we call it as alkene. This is also elimination reaction. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ elimination reaction ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು beta elimination, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು alpha carbon, ಇದು beta carbon. Hydrogen is removed from beta carbon, therefore it is beta elimination. Single bond is converted to double bond, and alcohol is converted to alkene there. Example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, R ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಒಂದು H ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, CH2H, and of course CH2 and it is OH. This is ethanol. Eth because of two carbon atoms, all because of OH, and because of single bond. Ethanol, when it is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, yes, it is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid. OH anna, OH minus ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ, along with the bond, hydrogen anna without bond, H plus sigma is shifted toward this, then CH2 double bond CH2 plus water there, and this is ethene, and ethanol is converted to ethene. Alcohol can be converted to alkene. This is, yes, it is preparation of alkenes from alcohols. The reaction is called dehydration. Why it is called dehydration? Because there is a removal of water. Hydration andre addition of water. Dehydration andre removal of water from alcohols. That is, alcohols undergo elimination reaction in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, and that leads to the formation of alkenes. Athwa dehydration of alcohols results in the formation of alkenes there. So this is one more method for the preparation of alkenes, right? And of course, as per your NCERT textbook, you are supposed to study these four methods. Preparation of alkenes from alkynes by using Lindlar's catalyst and sodium metal liquid ammonia. Second is by dehydrohallucination. Third is by dehallucination. Fourth is by dehydration. So these are the methods for the preparation of alkenes. In the next video, we'll see that is properties of alkenes. Okay, na? We'll see that.